All right, ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community, I'm back again with another video. And in this video, I got for you some Germans. Now, a few weeks ago, I released a video where I I pretty much put together from the Marauders task force line some United States Army and Navy action figures of the World War II era. So now continuing, I had to go get some Germans, and I'm going to put them together on camera for you here. So for starters, we have this plain Jane body right here, and I believe it is the dark blue German soldier. And he comes plain Jane like this, but he does have an accessory pack, and this is it. He's got a ton of equipment in there. So let's get into it. I'm going to dump it out right here. I can tell you right now, all those are just headgear. All of that is just headgear so far. Headgear. And now, can you imagine? And then last but not least, the head will come out. So, can you imagine a toy line that will give you all of that stuff for one action figure? All right, let's go ahead and put his head on. A little bit of a tight fit. Jeez, that is a very tight fit. All right, got that on. That was kind of difficult. If you do have a hard time putting on these things, just heat them up. You know, don't risk breaking it. Oh, and there's more headgear here also. Geez, there's a ton of stuff here. A ton. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get everything on camera. So for starters, let's look at some of these helmets and stuff. So let's see if I could get them all here on the line. Real quick. So here's the different headgear that he has come with. No, he's got two of the... No, this is all different. All right, let's figure out which one I'm going to put on. So far, I went with this guy right here. Man, he's already looking like a very sinister German from back in the World War II era. So, all right, there you have it. That bundle of things. Everything you see here in this picture is packaged with this figure here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get them all kitted up and see what we have. I'll be back in a second. So far, I had to take him apart, and he has a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get the belt situated here, and you'll see right here I'm going to put this little side satchel on here. Get that going. Not too difficult. 1 second. All right, so let's put this guy together here. I think for this particular figure and the amount of equipment that he has, you might want to figure out what you want him to look like and then start gluing down this web gear and equipment, because it's almost impossible to put it all on without doing that, because this web gear is so thin that every time you manipulate it, you stretch the holes, causing the equipment to fall out of them. See, like you just saw. So, moving right along. So I've already put together his backpack. I think I like this setup for it. He has a sidearm, which looks like a German Luger. Or is it a Ruger? I don't know the difference. Then you also have his rifle, which is what you're seeing right here. Awesome. Has a figure stand, and he also has a holster for his Luger. So we're going to put the Luger in there, the Luger in there. We're going to seal that thing up, if it is that easy, and that's off. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, considering that he has a lot of equipment, I decided to keep him very simple, and I just went with 2 pouches in the front. I got his holster and his backpack. And that's just because I'm not gluing anything down as of yet, but I may figure out what I want to do with them later and glue all the parts down. So far, very cool. Let's look at him with a different helmet on. And if things fall off, don't sweat it, just put them back on. All right. I don't know how this helmet is supposed to work. Let's see. So this is what he looks like with the next helmet on. I actually like this one. I like this one a whole lot. I think this is a cloth-covered helmet. Let's get that to zoom in. Awesome. Here's an interesting headdress form. Very nice. What else we got here? We got this officer style cap. And we also have this military kind of like fatigue hat. And there's another helmet here that's very similar to the one I started him out with, but the other one had the strap over the brim. This one does not. So there you have it. That's all of his headdress. He has this too. Don't forget that. Another headdress. Military dress hat. Awesome. So let's go ahead and stand him up on his figure stand here. And as we do that, we're going to get ready for the next guy to come on in. The next guy is going to be in green. So this particular guy has a ton of stuff too, but not as much. He has 2 helmets. Like this last guy had helmets and hats and all kinds of things. But this is what he has for helmets. Just these 2. So I'm trying to get them to focus in. There you go. Awesome. We'll put those right there. We'll put one on him. How about that? Let's go with this green strapped helmet. All right, there he goes. And he also comes with a, he also has web gear. And I went on and put that together. This one's a little more pronounced with silver clamps and green pouches. This guy had mostly all black, no paint. He also has a rifle. He does not have a sidearm. This is his rifle right here. Nicely detailed. And he's got this pretty cool knife, but he does not have a sidearm, which is not a real issue because I could always give him a sidearm. I got tons of them around here. But that's his knife. And it comes with a nice nifty little holster. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get him all suited up also. So ladies and gentlemen, here it is. We're back. And both of our German troops have been equipped. And I just decided to go off camera and take the time out to glue all the accessories down, because if you don't, it's very difficult to put this guy together. And I mean, that's not a bad thing. Arguably one of the most difficult figures that I've ever had to put together, but that's the fun of it, because we don't want all of our stuff to be easy. That's why we do this. That's why we are the way we are. We don't need to take the easy way out. So let's do a quick 360 on these figures. First, we'll start off with our guy here. And this is what he looks like, fully geared up. And everything's not glued on, but all the stuff that would normally fall off have been glued on, like these two pouches here, his holster. But ultimately, this is what you're getting. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a little spin. And this is how I decided to dress him up. Almost dropped him there. Awesome. And I mean, he came out very, very nicely. Came out very nicely. These guys are a little bit more difficult to put together than the American troops, but hey, challenge accepted. Here's our other guy, and let's get a look at him. We'll do a 360. Remember, he had no sidearm, but he did have this knife, so I'll put it there. He's got this rifle, and he has space for so much more stuff, but I just capped him at this. Tried to keep him simple. That's what you're getting. Awesome. I mean, what do you think about these guys? I think they are awesome. I think arguably one of the best I've ever seen 1/18 scale figures, or 4-inch in a modern figure form, to be recreated in World War II era figures. I think these are the best. There are others out there, but none come close to these. And the fact that they're modular makes them even better. So I mean, I don't know if I'm getting the next series of maybe the Japanese or the British. I don't know. But these are really cool, man. I really enjoyed putting them together. Take the time to glue down your parts to, thwart some of the frustration when it comes to putting one part on, the other part falls off. Once I glued everything down, it all started to come together, and I'm really happy with these. I'm very happy with these. So if I had to grade these figures, which I normally don't grade figures that are non-GI Joe, but I'm gonna give these guys probably an A. They would probably be A plus, A plus figures, because they're done so well, and they're the only Marauders is the only one that are doing it at this scale. So really cool. So I'm gonna end this video right here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience. All right. I appreciate you all for watching the video. Peace. See you on the next one.